How's it going, everyone? So today we have a MacBook Air that does not turn on, sent from another repair store. So let's go ahead and pull the board on this thing and let's see why this MacBook does not turn on. Wonder what we'll find. Wonder if we'll find flux. Who knows what we'll find. Could never know what we're going to find from a MacBook from another store. No, this store that sent this is actually pretty good at not cleaning or hurting things before they sent them to me. Unlike some of the stores, this store is good. Probably even better than my store because I'm using a T6 to take out the board screws on this because my T5 is not in reach. And I don't want to go look for my T5. I want to use the T6, which is right here. Which works just fine, as long as you push a little bit harder. "100% professional behavior." This webcam cable doesn't look very good at all, but we don't care about webcam. We care about motherboard. Let's have a look at what this board looks like. Wait a second. There we go. A lot of people are here. Arnold is here, Cormac is here, Piernov is here, Greg is here. A lot of people are here. So let's try and figure out what is wrong with this MacBook Air. So, if we plug in our DC in board, let's get a DC in board. If we plug it in, we notice that we get no fan spin. The fan does not spin, which is not good. It means MacBook is dead. And what is going to cause MacBook to be dead? Wonder what that is. Kind of looks a little bit odd to be on a MacBook. Green stuff. Now there's green stuff right here, but that green stuff isn't near anything important. Wonder what this is. That looks like it might be important. See, we have green stuff by the SMC. But let's go ahead and plug it in, and let's measure one of our main power rails, which is PP-Bus G3 Hot. So if we measure PP-Bus G3 Hot with the charger plugged in, we get 1.05 volts, which is no good. Now, in order to get PP-Bus G3 Hot, we need PP3V42, which is 0 volts. Check for short on PP3V42. And we have a short on PP3V42. So, before looking into the schematic or seeing what any of this does, let's just replace anything that looks nasty and then see if our short is gone. Sarah's here. Thank you for complimenting my haircut. Sawyer Cleaning is here. John is here. John is much smarter than me in MacBook repair. I want John to work here. So let's start by adding the proper amount of Amtech NC559. Because you're not fixing boards if you're not using a giant pile of flux. Look at that. Amazing. An Amtech 559 is also going to act as an air freshener right now. It's going to act as an air freshener and a potent MacBook board repair substance. Can't even see the edge bonding, it's invisible. Look at that, the edge bonding is completely invisible. It starts somewhere right here. George is here. I can't imagine using any other amount than a giant amount. Yes, a giant amount of flux is the best. Always use a giant amount of flux. We all have to do our part in making professional repair technicians angry at us. And someone is here, it looks like. Which means I'll have to stop working on this board. Hope I didn't just push down and squish the balls out, because I kind of did push down on the SMC a little bit there, and I think I might have screwed up. Nope. Let's check for short on 3v42 again. Check for short. And no more short. Imagine that. My work lets me play so I can make a SIFT workbench. Your goal should be to grow your business so you don't have to go to a work. You should grow your business to where your business is the work. Once you, and look at this. Yeah. Don't ever get discouraged if you don't have steady hands. I've heard that excuse so many times, and yeah. It's weird, my hands will do that, and it'll go away. It'll stay like that for a couple minutes or whatever, and then go away. It's pretty strange. My guess is the position that I have my hands at the desk all day. That's my guess to it. When using a heat gun, how do you know how much heat is too much? Um, Sarah, what heat gun are you using? Are you using like a hot air station made for rework, or is it one of the like paint strippers? If you're using a paint stripper, probably don't bother with that. I would just wait and get a hot air station. If you're using a paint stripper, you're going to heat up too much of the board too quick, unless you could figure out a way to put a nozzle on that. But as far as heating the board too much, yeah, you're not really going to do it. Don't heat too much near the CPU, so if you're doing J9500, don't put too much heat near the CPU. Because what'll happen is the heat pipe is actually soldered to the copper base, and the heat pipe will come unsoldered from the heatsink, and that's a real pain to reattach. And if you're already that hot melting solder on the heatsink, you're already hot enough that you've possibly screwed up the CPU. And if you overheat a chip, you'll see like the edges will start chiseling on it. So that's a sign that you overheated a chip. Yeah, don't worry too much about overheating them. They're pretty it's pretty hard to do. So basically when I start to see the damage, that's too much heat. Yeah, sort of. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me so let's say you're heating a chip, right? This is a donor board. I'm going to heat this until it starts to chisel. So I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to turn the hot air up all the way to 500 Celsius. I'm just going to heat this. See, this is 500 Celsius. We're still heating and this chip is still fine. I mean, it's fairly hard to do. Yeah, see, I couldn't even do it right here. But yeah, it takes a lot of heat to damage anything. Unless it's the CPU or something. Okay, back to the caps I was replacing. What's Lois doing now? And yes, Tim does need a good break. But the thing is I can't take a break because people will get pissed off if I do. Poor Paul. I'm only at the point where I'm about 5 days behind now, so last week I was 1 to 2 weeks behind, and that was getting pretty bad with people complaining. Will the fan spin? Will the board live another day? And the fan spins. This board is fixed. Wait. Oh wait, never mind. It's a 34-37. It's going to do that. Finish whatever you have and take a break. The problem with that is it just keeps coming in. So you finish what you have, and by the time you finish what you have a big pile of boxes and you have to unpack those. So it's a cycle. So if I get a period where it's slow, I will take a break, maybe take a trip somewhere or something. But in the meantime, I will fix MacBooks. So this board is fixed. Issue near the SMC, short on 3V42. It's all good now. It's going to get an ultrasonic cleaning, be reassembled and tested, and it's fixed. So I'm going to keep this stream nice and short, because a lot of people don't really like watching super long streams and they watch it pre-recorded. So yeah, this was a pretty nice, easy fix, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope this video helps you in some way if you develop